What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. So as we spoke about over the last couple of days, there was the 1.66 download update, which we knew was going to go live sometime this week. It actually went ahead and dropped earlier this morning at around 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for all platforms. I believe Steam had it at like 1.8 gigabyte. Some people had it a little bit larger. Others had it smaller. It really depended if you had Warzone or multiplayer or both downloaded. But the problem with this update is we thought it was going to be a good thing. It was going to fix all the problems, all the bug fixes. They mentioned that there's a lot of things that they scheduled for this update, but the thing is, currently I'm recording the first part before they even drop the patch notes. At the moment, they're an hour after the update has gone live, no patch notes, but the problem is the update has completely broken the game. Now, there's a couple of things that this update actually ended up doing. The first thing is there was a Warzone playlist that ended up removing all of the different modes, so the only mode you're able to play is squads, and that's either in Area 99 or on Rebirth or on Plunder. No matter what, it's only quads that's available. But then I believe maybe like 30 minutes, 45 minutes later, they went ahead and then added all the modes back. So it was like a playlist that I guess somehow ended up getting removed or something, but they added Resurgence Rotation for trios, duos, and solos as an additional mode. So that ended up getting fixed. Now, the other problem is matchmaking is completely broken. You cannot find a lobby at all. The lobby just sits there and infinitely will try to load you into a game. I sat here, just recorded this clip right here just to show you that the lobbies really didn't load you in. And then Call of Duty Updates went ahead and posted this. They said, as we roll out the current update, players may temporarily notice longer than usual matchmaking times. The thing is, the matchmaking times are not only long, but they basically don't even get you into a lobby. And their excuse is that not everyone has downloaded the update yet, which is why we're not in the lobbies that we're seeing, which I think is a pretty crazy excuse. But other than this, I went ahead and tried to jump into a private match, because obviously private match I could just play alone, play some different maps, play with bots and things like that, and that doesn't work either. It gives you some sort of like an error code saying lobby not found, check the code and try again. Error clause, error code, and that's the craziest part, is you can't even play private match. That's how completely broken this brand new update was. Now, the thing is, when you finally do find a match, according to Modern Warzone, buy stations are currently not working in ranked Warzone after the brand new update that they dropped today. Now, the thing is, I can't even load into a match to really check for myself, but apparently they don't even work. Anyways, let's go ahead, jump into the patch notes that we got for today's update, and let me just tell you, just be prepared to be a little disappointed. The first thing that we have here, it says Monday, January 13th, new playlist update, and it comes in for Warzone. It says bug fixes. Fix the issue where loading screens were causing instances of freezing or crashing. Fix the issue with bullet trajectory on the AMR mod 4. Fixed an issue in Resurgence where a player dying out of bounds would lose functionality of their field upgrades and kill streaks. Fix the issue where models weren't visible for ammo boxes, self-revives, and throwing knives. Fix the issue where players would not have a death icon when dying to red light, green light. And that's right, these are all the patch notes that they dropped with the update. So you had to download 1.8 gigabytes, almost 2 gigabytes, for them to fix 4 or 5 different patch notes and then break another 10 different things. So they actually ended up breaking the game more than they went ahead and fixed it with the brand new 1.66 download. So now what's gonna happen, because there's a bunch of other issues, and the ones that I mentioned here, these are ones that we figured out within only the first hour. As obviously more people load up into the game and the matchmaking actually starts working and they get to play the game, there's probably going to be a lot more bugs and problems that are going to end up getting discovered. And then guess what? We're going to jump back into that loop to where they have to fix all these different problems that their original update that was supposed to fix everything ended up breaking. And that's basically the loop that Black Ops 6 has been in since launch. And that's what has many people frustrated, is the fact that they just can't get it right. They can't fix anything. Myself, other content creators, and many of us were very excited for this update. Even if they didn't bring content into the game, we at least thought this update would fix the problems that we're currently facing, so the game is at least smooth and we can at least have fun and no problems with it. And then they went ahead and absolutely broke the game yet again. I honestly, I don't even know what to say anymore. I do make the videos complaining all the time. Many of the biggest creators who are actually partnered by Activision, who get invited to the events, are being very vocal, telling them about the problems, the issues, and they're falling on deaf ears. They're not listening to anyone. They don't care. The only time Call of Duty's official page will tweet is advertising, promoting some sort of a microtransaction or some sort of a bundle. And I personally feel like it's really getting to that point that players are probably just gonna end up moving on. Obviously, some players are having better experiences than others. Maybe some of you who have higher end PCs, you don't get the crashing, the issues that maybe others get on console, or maybe if you're on console, you're not seeing the hackers that some PC players are getting. It really depends on the situation. Some people are truly enjoying themselves on the game, but the majority of the player base, at least from what it seems like, from what I see on Twitter, based on the comments section, everyone has their own issue that they're facing within the game, and these are all things that come in from Call of Duty's and something that they should have fixed already, something that we shouldn't have seen. It's crazy when you think about it. Modern Warfare 3, the game, wasn't in development very long. It was sort of like a last second thing that they decided to drop, and it had just a lot more going on than what Black Ops 6 did. And we originally thought maybe with the way that MW3 was going, the amazing content updates, how vocal Sledgehammer was in fixing and solving every single problem that we had, they did everything they could in their power to make sure that the game was as enjoyable as possible. Obviously, there were still the problems with like shadow banning going on, things like that, but they had no power to fix or solve. They can't really touch skill-based matchmaking, and they can't really touch the shadow ban system. That's something in the upper levels like Activision, so that is understandable. But everything else, when it comes to the bugs, the matchmaking, getting into lobbies, having fun events, animated camo rewards, free operator skins, the things that they were adding into the game made it seem like Black Ops 6 was probably going to be just as good or even better, considering the 4-year development process that game ended up going through. Now, right now, it's not really showing that the game has been in development for 4 years. It looks like they're experimenting and working as they go on, and we're around 3 or 4 months already into the game. And you got to understand, every single year is a brand new Call of Duty. So right when they finally fix and solve all the situations with Black Ops 6, there's going to be that Black Ops 2 or COD 2025 sequel that's supposed to be dropping towards the end of this year, and then they're going to start marketing that months and months in advance, and they're really going to stop supporting Black Ops 6 in general and then jump into that game. So it's just an endless loop of how this keeps going on, and it seems like Call of Duty is still generating enough money with the bundles that they're dropping. The stores are, they're prioritizing the stores, even though the matchmaking wasn't working and people were having all these problems. I promise you, I don't think anyone has had an issue with the store, and if they did, they get that fixed immediately. So you can see where their priorities lie, and everyone has already noticed that, which is the funny thing. But I hope that maybe the Season 2 update brings in some of the major updates and fixes that we are looking for. I personally think that if Season 2 isn't a big update, then I feel like the players who are patiently waiting, at least the creators, the people who trust that Call of Duty could do something about this, are probably going to end up completely swapping over and trying something new. I'm personally just waiting to see if this update is going to bring in what we want. But anyways, man, that's pretty much all that I got for you guys in this video. I thought we would cover some really good patch notes today, but that's all they ended up giving us. So we may end up seeing another update before the Season 2 update goes live, but if not, in around 3 weeks from now, that big update will go live, dropping new patch notes, new content, new maps, new weapons, stuff like that. But that's it for this one. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you found the video informative, but it's been your boy Chids, and I'll see you guys again. Peace.